This is my last YouTube video of 2024, so I decided to do a new tradition. And that is, at the end of every year, I am going to visit the one place that year that I adored the most. And the winner for 2024 is the Henry Ford Museum.
That the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans.
Here's Batman avenging the 7-Eleven, getting a big gulp.
He's clearly excited about the thrill he's giving all of you here on the ground.
Well, he's stupid. It should be illegal to have this much fun in life. Hi everybody, welcome back if you're new here. My name is Amy, I'm a Tangerine, and we are at the Henry Ford Museum today. And this is my pick for the favorite of 2024. When I thought about all the places that I have been and the place that I want to come back to, it's got to be the Henry Ford. And also I wanted to do another video because there's just so much to see here that we just didn't even cover on my first video. So we're going to be doing some really cool things today, including, did you know that the museum has a movie theater in it? We are going to see Polar Express in 3D today. So that's really exciting. And I mean, not that this is the only reason why this is the favorite, but the Weiner Mobile is here. I mean, you can't compete with the Weiner Mobile, can you? I mean, seriously. Let's get in there and have a wonderful Henry Ford Museum day. And of course, the Greenfield Village is phenomenal too. It is closed today, so we won't be able to visit that today. I think I probably will do another video on Greenfield Village because I adore this place so much. It is phenomenal. It's all decked out for Christmas still, which is going to be really cool. They have the giant Christmas tree up, and they also have a Lego train display that we're gonna check out that is really good, that we didn't get to see the last time. This place is just beautiful. I mean, right, we're coming in the side entrance here, right? I mean, everything at the Henry Ford Museum is a wow factor. Look at that chandelier. I mean, this is just the hallway, you all. This is the hallway. Ready? I don't think you're ready. Very large museum, like all kinds of exhibits to see. Highly recommend when you come to the Henry Ford, when you walk in, go to the right here and check out this section first. It's going to be where all the cars are. There's Reagan's car, Kennedy's car, rich history here. And remember this, Ronald Reagan had an attempt on his life in 1981, and this is the car that the Secret Service threw him into to protect him. I remember that day very well. I was quite young, just a young pup. Detail right here is where the Secret Service stand, and then they hold on to that right there. Might be my favorite part of the museum. It's Kennedy's car, the actual car. It's been modified. Like anytime I post a video or TikTok on this, everyone always says, well, it was a convertible. They did modify it after the incident. See the sticker still on it. Modified it and added that afterwards. Crazy to me that Kennedy was actually stuck on that, and actually this is the actual car. Recommend when you come here is stop and read all the information that they have at any of these displays. You can learn a lot about history here, not just looking at the actual exhibit itself, but really take the time to learn about the history behind all of these pieces. Very sad moment in our country's history. Of course, you gotta visit the iconic McDonald's sign with the classic car underneath it. But In-N-Out Burger is the best. I take my time today and really look at everything. This is a 1956 Chevrolet Bel Air Convertible. I recently became very obsessed with cars. So this, if you love cars, this is the place for you. There's a lot of them here. Wind blow through your hair, y'all. Let me tell you how much I love this place. Today's day, as I'm recording this, is December 24th, Christmas Eve. I will be posting it later this week. And the reason why I chose to come here on Christmas Eve is I thought about what I wanted to do on Christmas Eve, because I don't talk about it a lot, but our family had a horrific time the last couple of years, and things went really bad. So I thought about what I wanted to do on Christmas Eve, what would make me happy. The Henry Ford. The Henry Ford is the place that I decided I wanted to be at. This is a 1951 Studebaker Champion Starlight Coupe. Not that I would do well in the olden times, but I maybe go back for a day and like do this. How cool would that be? To like ride in a coach. This is an Abbott Downing Concord coach from 1891. This is Eisenhower's limousine. It's a 1950 Lincoln Bubble Top, and it was named Bubble Top for that he had requested to be put on there to protect him from the elements. On the website it says this is the most photographed item in the entire museum, and it's the train here. It just blows my mind that they put an entire freaking train in here. Is that not crazy? And there's a whole video about how they got the train in here. Very fascinating. It's a 1941 locomotive. Maximum speed 60 miles per hour. Weight 603 tons, just a tiny bit over what I weigh right now. Thank you, holidays. Love this. Change the oil right there.
Just in time for World War II, the Allies lived in a superpower. They could hold 160 miles weight, a total of 27 million pounds, or 60 miles per hour, including all passenger trains loaded with soldiers.
The wheels are taller than I am. For reference, I am 5 feet. If I'm lying a little bit. And this is the top of the wheel right here. And they have videos of it in action. I love that you can go in here and see this. And there's a train set behind here that we're gonna go check out next.
So one more time. Hey!
My favorite part, okay. No, this one. This whole display area is new since the last time we were here. They have a whole miniature train set up, and then a whole Lego set that they were like building when we were here last. It's all completed. Oh my gosh, wait till you see this, you guys. The Weiner Mobile. Oh my gosh, that's too funny. All right, my favorite train is coming up here for obvious reasons. You'll see it in a second here. So lengthy. I could just stand here all day and watch this little miniature Weiner Mobile. Nothing says Christmas like a Weiner Mobile. I like the M&Ms too. It's so cute. This part is absolutely phenomenal. This is the Lego set they were building last winter. It's all completed. Hidden throughout here, all the different things. Let's find Miss Piggy. The Up House. Jack's Skellington as Santa. I love this Ghostbusters part. And there's Miss Piggy and Kermit, the man himself. And then also hidden is 33 crazy Batmans. Here is one of them. This is probably my favorite part. The Beatles. The Beatles. They just did such a good job on this. SS Badger. Here's Batman avenging the 7-Eleven, getting a big gulp or a Slurpee. Here's the Up House and Jack Skellington as Santa. Batman up to his shenanigans. And built by the Michigan Lego Users Group. And they have the lions built into the lighting there. Very clever. The amount of work that had to have gone into making this, that alone. And there's all kinds of hidden details in here. You could spend a lot of time just like looking at everything. Found Stitchy. Lots of historic cars here. This one was owned by Amelia Earhart. It's a 1937 Ford 1812 Phaeton convertible. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. It's gorgeous. It's hard to believe that this was owned by Amelia Earhart. Isn't that crazy? I wonder if she was from Indiana. She acquired this less than a year before she and her airplane disappeared over the South Pacific in July of 1937. She loved automobiles. She also drove a Kissel Gold Blood sports car. Oh, and there she is with it. Pictures from 1936. We're walking all the way to the back because we have to visit one thing. Not this. Although that's impressive, something else. Have to check on the motorhome. I don't know what it is about it. I know what it is. This reminds me of my grandfather. He used to have a motorhome kind of like this. Just a lot of really happy memories. I think this is why I would love this. The 1975 motorhome. Yeah, that tracks. That's about the time that he was camping. Just, yeah. Happy memories. If you like racing, they have a very large section on that here. Looks like that hurt. I never really realized how long these things are. Seeing one in person, it goes on forever. I must be by food because something smells absolutely phenomenal. Of this exhibit here, miniature moments, but what's so funny about this, and I'll show you in a second, Hallmark Ornaments through the years, and it's really cool. Displays, like all I can see is like up to this level. I can't see anything up there, you all. I'm a little person. I'm a miniature. Okay, this is my height. The ornaments are all the way up there. I'm sure they're wonderful. Really cool to see, like, I adore this ornament right here. As a 70s baby, I would love to see all the details of these, but I'm not a giant. Not the best toy ever when you were growing up. I'm calling it, that was the best toy. It's Kermit. Christmas 1982. I have that ornament on my tree. I have that ornament on my tree. That is so funny. Why are they hiding Barney all the way up there? What's so special about Henry Ford too is all the cars that they have. They just have hundreds and hundreds of cars for you to look at. I love the color on this one. 1930 Ford Model A touring car. To visit my car. This is my car. I don't know why, but I love this car. I can totally pick. Sorry, Trooper. Trooper's the official mascot of this channel, but I can totally picture myself driving that. I figured out where the smells are coming from. The diner is right behind here. This one kind of looks like me too, and it matches the sweater I'm wearing. I can resist the smells no longer. We're gonna go have some lunch. Lamy's Diner. It's the menu, and there's some specials going on today. They're playing Bing Crosby White Christmas. Cool. Don't have a ton of options. She did say they have a special gingerbread shake, so do I risk my stomach and try that? I'm not sure. Really, really awesome in here. Some chicken noodle soup. I've been on a soup kick lately, just eating soup every day. It's been so cold in Michigan. I was influenced to buy the gingerbread milkshake. Isn't she beautiful? All right, let's try this bad baby. Really, that's all I can do with this. I'm like stuck to the gills. That was so good, you all. And the service, phenomenal. Wonderful, wonderful people in there. I just, with my gastroparesis, I can't eat nothing. It's so annoying. I'm really sad that Christmas is over. It's my favorite time of year. This tree is beautifully decorated. The aviation part, but my favorite part, besides what we already did so far, has got to be this section here. You got George Washington's bed, you got Rosa Parks Bus, you got the actual chair that Lincoln was in when he was assassinated. Amazing. Just the amount of history that's in this section alone is crazy to me. Crazy to me that we used to be just 13 colonies. New York, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. That was it. And this is really special. This is one of very few copies of the actual Declaration of Independence of the United States is on display here. 200 exact copies were created and only 30 survive today. Amazing. This might be one of my favorite parts of this museum. This is an actual bed that George Washington slept on in the war. You can see it folded up into the suitcase here, and then on the battlefield, this is where he would sleep. This is from 1783. What? One room alone, you can learn so much about Washington. All these different displays up here you can pull up and learn about different parts of his life. Of course, the iconic chair. This is the actual chair that Lincoln was sitting on. The actual chair. That's not a replica, that is the actual chair. Made in 1855. And I know it looks like there's stains on here, but it's just the age of the chair that is causing that. It's not his actual. Of course, they have the actual Rosa Parks bus here, which is really phenomenal. But what's really good about this section too is there's all kinds of information on their era in America. You learn a lot about history here at the museum. The story on the bus is it was in a field for about 30 years before it was restored and placed here by the museum. They did a lot of work to get this back to where it is today, and they spent a lot of time making sure that this was the actual bus, and it is so special that you can go on this.
You're in the aisle and moved over.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
okay,
That's the seat right here.
Yeah, second one facing forward.
I'm sitting in the actual seat that she was sitting in. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. History. History. Okay, she's gonna play us the recording of Rosa Parks.
December 1st, 1955, about 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I boarded the bus downtown Montgomery on Coach Square. On the third stop, the white passengers had filled the front of the bus. The seat I occupied was the first of the seats where the Negro passengers take on this route. The driver noted that the front of the bus was filled with white passengers and there would be 2 or 3 men standing. He looked back and asked that the seat where I had taken, along with 3 other persons, one in the seat with me and 2 across the aisle, was seated. He demanded the seat that we were occupying. The other passengers very reluctantly gave up their seats, but I refused to do so. The driver said that if I refused to leave the seat, he would have to call the police, and I told him to call the police, which he did, and when they came, they placed me under arrest. The time had just come when I had been pushed as far as I could stand to be pushed, I suppose. I had decided that I would have to know once and for all what rights I had as a human being and a citizen, even in Montgomery.
What it was before
Like 30
they restored it.
Yeah, 30 years outdoors from looking back forward. Most of the seats were removed.
Yeah.
He left the back bench, Roy Summerford. He left these two benches facing each other, and he left the driver's seat.
Yeah.
And then on the other side is the front of the bus.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, and then one scene as at that company they started the restoration.
It's amazing. Look at that.
Amazing.
I really don't know how you top that. That was amazing. And the lady that was on the bus today, she was telling me all kinds of history about it. How the Henry Ford got the bus was they had to bid on it in an auction, and there was like a bunch of people vying for it, and it came down to 3 different companies that were in the running for it, and they won it over the Smithsonian. So that's how we ended up with it here. You see what I see. So we gotta visit the Oscar Mayer Weiner Mobile. And from Rosa Parks Bus to the Weiner Mobile. Don't try to explain me, okay? Question. What do you call a hot dog investigator? Snoop Dogg. I read online that Oscar Mayer is hiring someone to drive the Weiner Mobile across the country for $35,000 plus, free room and board and hotels and a food allowance and all that. Would you do that? Would you do that? I would do that. I would do that. What is the opposite of a hot dog? A chili dog. This is free, you all. This entertainment you're watching right now is free. Yeah, get what you pay for. Learn a little bit about the Weiner Mobile. It's in 1952, and in 1936, Oscar Mayer began to promote their hot dogs on the streets of Chicago with the very first Weiner Mobile. You sing the song. There's a Weiner Mobile song? What? Seriously though, why did the hot dog go to the gym? To get better buns. Iconic. Here is another restaurant that you can get food at. The diner didn't really have a lot of options. I know this place does have a lot more choices for you. You cannot go to the Henry Ford Museum without going to the Dymaxion House, and you can tour this. It's included in your ticket price. My favorite sign, round corners are a breeze to clean. Yeah, okay. It's a guided tour, so you have to wait for someone to come get you, and they will walk through the house with you. But I do remember on other tours, like this fireplace that they have here in the living room, that was an upgrade. You had to pay extra to get that fireplace put in.
End of our World War II. And we have lots of soldiers coming home, and they need mass housing, and they also need a job that I had. This was made at Beach Aircraft Factory in Wichita, Kansas. They were making planes for us during World War II. This was the leftover aluminum from those planes.
Wow.
This is plexiglass, which was a new material of the day. So that's what he wanted to use.
Really cool. 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a living room. Their closet. It's really cool, this whole thing. I love the windows.
We also use it to use in this, which is remarkable. Let's go look at the second bedroom, and it's open.
Imagine that for a shower. Love it. That is a must do if you're coming here. This last time we're here, this is a hockey display. Of course, Detroit is very well known for our hockey team. It's running through January 5th. A really large Zamboni. The turnstiles. All kinds of interactive displays in here. Stanley Cup is 6 feet. Wow, I didn't know that. And of course, they have a whole room on the Red Wings. Lots of really cool memorabilia in here. And you can play actual hockey. See how we do. A stick. Okay, this is harder than it looks. Keep getting yelled at today. All right, we did horribly. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. All right, I should have been wearing a helmet for that because the guy that was next to me was super into it. He was super into it, and he was hitting that puck so hard that one actually flew over the thing and into my area and almost hit me in the head. And then, yeah, I'm not Wayne Gretzky, okay? We've learned that about me today. I make an Oscar Mayer wiener photo. Are you kidding me? These are hilarious, y'all. I can't. I mean, can you put a price on that? I don't think you can. Here's some more. I got a picture with Santa, of course the Weiner Mobile. Ah, that was fun. It should be illegal to have this much fun in life. Never grow up. I have a really large section on aviation. Let's get out of here. Let's go. You and me. Let's go. You want a window or aisle? Are you team aisle or window? Definitely window seat. This exhibit is so cool because like it simulates everything. Like you're on actual flight. Like the sounds and then the floor. It's like reverberating through the floor. I don't feel good all of a sudden. Gastroparesis is not for the faint of heart. Like literally, your stomach doesn't allow you to eat, but you need to eat to get nutrients, but it doesn't allow you to. 100% sure that if you do this when you have a window seat, there's something wrong with you. Just saying. Okay, channel update for everybody. Now that our Christmas in Michigan series is over, I am turning this channel into a Frankenmuth, Michigan channel. And I'm doing that for a couple reasons. One is I love that town and that's where I want to be, and I have so much to show y'all, like where to eat, where to stay, what to do. There's going to be an ice festival in January, and the Bavarian Lodge is opening, their new water park. It's just going to be phenomenal. So I'm going to concentrate on that city. I've had a lot of fun running all over the state, but I kind of just want to be in Frankenmuth, since I'm only in Michigan through September. And then the other issue that I have, which is pretty major in my decision making right now, is I have gastroparesis, which is paralyzed stomach. And my medication that has really kept my gastroparesis under control is no longer covered by my insurance as of January 1st. So it's, even working with a manufacturer, it's going to be like $600 per month, and that's a huge expense that I didn't have before. So I'm just going to be working a lot. I'm just going to work. My number one priority is to make sure that I have my medication and I have my health in check, and then I'll worry about everything else later. And then also I have to preserve what money I do have for moving again in September. So my top priority is my health and keeping the train rolling towards September. But Frankenmuth will be so much fun. Well, it'll be amazing, y'all. I know that you'll really like it. At least I hope so. Yeah, life is really frustrating right now. Very, very difficult. Nothing I can do about it, though. Nothing I can do about it. Life. You can get a really good view of this plane from up here. Section over here. We never even did that in the first video. That whole part over there. We never even went over there. This museum is massive. Today at 2 o'clock there'll be a demonstration of this. It's really cool when this is moving. It's an 1859 Corliss steam engine. Have this thing moving. Literally, there is a crowd. It's quite spectacular to see. All kinds of engine displays here. Just massive, massive machines. Oh, look at this. This is incredible. Just a phenomenal area of the museum here. It's hard to even put in the camera the scope of how big some of these pieces are. And Gaston engine. It's cool. You can make your own paper plane. That is a lot of instructions. But let's see how I do. I don't really have a lot of faith in myself on this. Completely honest, I gave up after step 6. Okay. It's too much brain power for Christmas Eve for me. We YOLO'd it. American Airlines is not hiring us. Bets. How far are we gonna get? I'm gonna guess not even 4. Not even 4. Definitely not 22. Sorry, Taylor Swift. 1, 2, 3. Pathetic. Pathetic. We crash landed, you all. Perfectly symmetrical. We're gonna try this one more time, but we have a damaged plane now because it's been in a crash. So let's see. Yes! For a good ship, rest in peace.
For the first time ever, you've seen the transfer of an object from one plane to another, while still in the air. Maybe you've heard stories of such a feat, but never before have you witnessed this level of daring and courage. This trick is known as a spiral. Now followed by...
I will not be doing that.
Here comes a snap roll.
What?
Now there is someone on the wing. We're getting another treat here, seeing one of the daring airmen out on top of the plane.
What?
He's to the ground. He'd like for you to wave back.
In what universe?
All right now, there he goes.
Oh,
it must be something to be up there in the air with the wind in your face. He's clearly excited about the thrill he's giving all of you here on the ground.
Well, he's stupid. What? This can't be real. This can't be real.
And don't forget,
this is AI.
all the flyers are heading back to their airy houses in the sky. You can fly with them before they...
Okay, in spite of not feeling good, I have had a phenomenal day. Maybe I should turn this YouTube channel into a Henry Ford Museum Greenfield Village channel and just come here all the time. Wouldn't that be amazing? I mean, I have a membership. Love this place. Can't get it. I'm gonna come here a bunch more times. We are headed to the movie. We have tickets because they actually have a 3D movie theater here. We have tickets to the Polar Express in 3D. Here is the movie theater. We're gonna see Polar Express. We got our popcorn and our 3D glasses. This is huge. It was so good. And that will do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. And until we meet again, my friends, bye. And it's been fun. Let's do the Henry Ford Museum again. What did the hot dog say to the condiment that he hadn't seen in a very long time? We must catch up.